check. We not take back no chest. You pep talk. Tiggity check. Hey girl, let's lay the shot. We know say why you don't want the drama. When Tyson rise up the llama. Yo, hey girl, let's lay the Chann rep nonetheless, and we are here. Come box with Chann, and we've got a special guest. We've got Ohara Davies. Hey! I need to get one of them audience like clap soundboard effects. I ain't got one of them.
Soon come.
I see. I don't really need it. I see Tunde and Spence. They got them. They draw that out on the Fight Is Right certain time.
Yeah.
Tunde and Spence. Right, Mr. Ohara. Right, hailing from H-Town. Yeah. E5 or E6? E5.
E9.
I use the E9 bit. What, you more Mere Street and not Chatsworth Road?
No, I'm from Homerton. You know Homerton?
Oh, you're the Homerton. Okay, got ya. Because I was Leighton for a good decade, E10. So coolio. Okay. Right. So, do you want to give the audience like some of your accolades, like WBC, silver, champion?
I won the English title first, then I won the WBC silver. After that, I won the WBC. No, after that, I won the WBA international. Then I won the WBC silver. Then I vacated it. Let me start again. I started off with the English title.
Yeah.
Then WBC silver. Then I won the WBA international. Then I won the WBC international. Then I vacated it. And I won the WBC International again.
Okay.
So I've got about 5
Why did you vacate it?
Well, I said something wrong, so I got stripped.
What did you say?
I can't really say. I don't want to bring that up again.
You can tell me off when we finish, because I didn't know you said anything, but I want to know though, so you can tell me when we start recording.
Yeah.
You never know, I might agree. Anyway, yeah, because you are known to be the mouthy, the stuff that I used to see mouthy. You're not that mouthy, are you?
No, I'm quite humble. You know, I've got to be mouthy when I've got to be mouthy. It's all about the right time, the right thing, the right time. So everything I've said is to sell and is to get views, which it has got. So
how old are you now?
28 years old now.
Are you still a young'un? Yeah, still a young'un in that midway in the boxing age though. All right, so let's just dive in, because I dive in, right? I'm not a journalist, but I just do things my way. So we're gonna go with what happened with all this Josh Taylor. So Josh Taylor and you became like some super like nemesis, like hated each other. Let me just go back a bit. When you got your pro license, did you come in at what weight class did you come in at? Did you come in at like bantam or lightweight straight away?
I come in at lightweight straight away.
Straight away. So you came in at what? Super light or light? 135 or 140?
135 lightweight.
135. Okay, cool. And when you fight now, what are you gonna go in? Are you still 135?
No, I'm fighting at 140 now.
Yeah. Okay. So you've gone up. You feel that a bit. All right, so with the Josh Taylor thing, like what happened? Because what I saw in the fight, you two hated each other. You said you was going to bang him over, but it just turned around on you. And I'm trying to get you to tell the people that watch me more of what was happening in your mind, like in 2017. Like what made you kind of like, it was kind of like you took a knee, you got knocked down, and then you kind of turned your back, and then the ref stopped it. Like, so I want to kind of like, because we can correlate this with the Dubois thing, to let people know like what made you do that and the reasons why. Because I was always for Dubois doing what he did, in my opinion, because you know you've got to save your bloody eye. Yeah. So could you tell us like the run up and the lead up of what happened? Because your press conferences were mad as well. I loved it. He put his hand on you. He was out of order. You should have banged him, fam. You should have banged him at that press conference. But go on.
So 2017 for me was the best year of my boxing career to that date. I fought Dave Matthews in March at the O2. I got paid quite decent, the most I've seen in my life. But then after that, I had a few weeks off, and then I got right back in the gym for another big fight. Looking back now, what inexperience done was take that fight so early. After I fought David Matthews, my life changed. I started getting attention from girls. I bought a car. I bought a half decent car. I had a bit of money, booking hotels, restaurants. So I should have had a bit of time to enjoy my life, enjoy the new me, enjoy the little fame I had. But then what happened was I had to go right back into camp. But then during camp, I wasn't focused. I was still enjoying my life. I would be going gym and then be going out with girls, or go gym and then in different restaurants, different hotels every night. And so when the fight came, I wasn't ready for the fight. That's me being honest. I wasn't ready for the fight. If the fight was maybe September, October, I'd have had a bit more time to get ready. My training for that fight, we brought in a strength and conditioning coach. I've never done strength work. I was doing weights and all that stuff, which I've never done in my whole boxing career. So even in sparring for that camp, I was getting beat up by guys that I usually beat up. But I can't make any excuses. But that's a lesson that I've learned from. But in the fight, me having never been in a hard fight in my whole life, I had 18 fights as an amateur. I walked through everyone kind of easy. My first hard fight, and I guess that I watched that fight back for the first time 3 months ago, and I turned my back. I couldn't. That's me being honest. I couldn't handle it, and I turned my back. I couldn't.
So couldn't you've just decided just to do a knee count instead of turning your back? Knee it. You kneed it before. Why didn't you
saying knee? That you're at home saying that being sat down, you've had time to think about what you do, but it's different when you're in the ring and you don't get time to think. You act off you're more acting off your instincts. So it's easier to being sat down on a sofa, but it's harder.
It's a good sofa though, but like it's not good enough for me to like just negate all of my boxing knowledge. I know as a boxer, you still trained to like if you want to dip out, you can still take the knee. My sofa's not that comfy that it thinks for me. It's not. It's a sofa, but it ain't good enough.
Okay. That good. But at the same time, I react off of my instincts. That's what happened in the ring. But that's something that I've now learned from. So you know what? Sometimes even when I watched it back, I was like, "Why didn't you just do this? Why didn't you just do that? Or how come you threw that punch? How come you threw that punch?" But it's easier said now. I wasn't, but being there doing it is always different. And even it don't matter how much you understand boxing, the one thing you don't understand is a fighter's mind. And every fighter different. Every fighter's mind different. So the way one fighter thinks isn't the way that I would think. So people they've got a general understanding of this, but they don't understand. Every fighter's got a different mind and a different heart. And what happened in the fight is that my mind and my heart didn't hold.
Yeah. Did it actually hurt? Like, or was you hurt, or was it just?
I was never hurt. In boxing, you don't get hurt. What happens is that your brain shakes. When you get a punch, you never feel pain. You only feel pain if you get hit in the body. You get a body shot, then you feel pain. But otherwise, your brain just shakes. So there weren't no pain. My heart just gave up in that fight.
Yeah, and all right. So looking back on that, what would you said you watched that back? What would you have changed now? What would this Ohara Davies change?
I wouldn't have taken the fight. I wouldn't have taken a fight so soon after a previous fight. Yeah. I thought my last fight 3.5 months ago. I'm still enjoying life now. I'm not ready to get back in camp now. So that's what I've learned. You take your time off and you come back when you're ready on your terms. Back then everything was on their terms. So that's what I've learned. So that's the first thing I'll change. Secondly, I wouldn't be doing all those weights and lifting heavy weights. That's not me, and that only made my performance harder. And in the ring, I'll fight to the death now. That's what I've experienced, and now I remember how that felt. And going from and now I've used that to fuel myself. I've used that loss to fuel myself, and that will never happen again.
So, what do you think on the Dubois situation then? It's kind of like, he took a knee. You might get why he did that then. I do, but I'm just saying some people slewed him, didn't they?
They thought he would have done the same thing. A lot of people probably would have done the same thing. It's easy being sat down.
Million.
You got a big old beer belly, drinking a fucking can of beer, and you got a crisp in your hand, and you're saying, if that was me, I wouldn't have done that. Like, no, you would have. And other pros that say I wouldn't have done that, they haven't been in a fight of that magnitude.
No, you said with a Chris in your hand. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
When you're in a fight of that magnitude, and the different emotions and the different build up is different. A lot of fighters haven't been on that. A lot of fighters haven't been on that stage. So so it's easy said, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. I look at a top tennis player and I'm like, nah, if it was me, I would have done this. But I'm like, I don't know anything about tennis, but I'm just being a fan talking. So you know, you don't understand until you're in there. And a lot of fighters that are saying it haven't been in a fight of that magnitude.
Yeah. But boxing is a spectator sport, isn't it? And then without the spectators, yeah, the sport's still, but they come hand in hand, innit? Like, I come from the world of music. Like, I could put out something that's super sick, in my opinion, and everyone else thinks it's shit, or vice versa. I could put out something that I'm thinking, it's all right, but then everyone thinks it's sick. So, you know, without the people, I don't thrive. I don't make my money, and without, do you know what I mean? It's hand in hand. So, but I get what you're saying. So back to like the girls thing then, like, because I saw you living it up in Dubai, living it up. So what was the difference? Like just for because I got 3% of a female audience. Check my analytics, 3%, 97% is men that watch. But hey, for the 3% of women, like, what's your type of woman?
What's my type of women?
Yeah,
I'd rather not say, because many people are gonna get offended.
Oh, Ohara, we don't care about many people. This is Come Box with Chann. Let's just keep it 100. Like, if it doesn't fit into their category, it don't fit. Not everybody fancies everybody. Like, not everybody's type. We just want to know what your type is. Just come with it, man.
My type is someone good looking that just doesn't get on my nerves. Someone that I can get on with. Someone that I can speak to, hold a conversation with.
Tall, short, thin, fat, curvy, athletic.
Not curvy. I prefer thin or medium. Curvy, big stuff, like, I'm not really on that.
You're not on it, yeah, because you're like, you don't want her to be bigger than you, but like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so not taller than you. Someone that doesn't get on your nerves. Funny, talkative, quiet.
In the middle. A bit talkative, a bit quiet. Yeah. Know when to turn it on and off.
Yeah. So a day chilling with Ohara Davies at home, what does it comprise of? Like, what's the flex? Like, you wake up in the morning, you and her, what's
take a run in the morning. Like, sometimes I might take a run, go gym, or when I'm not running, when I'm not in the gym, I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm on the PS4. I love my Call of Duty. I'm learning Spanish.
Hablo español porque soy de Venezuela. Sí, mi madre es Venezuela y mi padre es jamaicano. Sí, tú sabes.
Wow, muy bien.
Because yeah, my mum's half Venezuelan, half Dominican. My dad's Jamaican.
Wow, that's amazing. So I read that. I learn about Spanish. I read the Bible in my spare time. And I play Call of Duty. My life's quite simple, quite boring.
Yeah. No, it's not boring. That sounds quite enough. And then you go odd holidays here and there. You jet out
every now and again. Yeah.
How was Dubai?
Dubai was amazing. I met up with all of my friends out there. We went out, restaurants, having fun, chilling, relaxing. We clubbed every now and again. Yeah. Beach, good sun, good food. It was amazing. But I'm glad to be back now.
Looks good. I saw you with your little pal there.
Which one? Napa?
No, I saw you with your pal, a girl. You two looked quite cozy.
Oh, Georgia. Yeah, I've known her for years.
Yeah, she come out with the lads, or was she already out there?
No, she was out there. She's been out there for like a month, so she's now so she lives there now, but she's in Essex.
Yeah, loads of people are out there at the minute, innit? Because of this. How's quarantine with combined with your training, or how did the first lockdown affect you? Because the first lockdown was mad, where it was like could only go out for an hour. Like, how did it affect you as a pro athlete?
Lockdown doesn't affect us because we're exempt. We're still allowed to train, so the gyms are still open.
Right.
We can still go to our gym.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
So it didn't really affect you in that way. It just more affected. Did it affect you socially at all? Like you said, but you're kind of like an at-home dude, and
yeah, I'm not much of a social person anyway, so kind of suited me perfectly.
Suited you perfectly. So,
yeah.
So what's your next? Okay, so you fought and you won the golden. What's it called?
The golden contract.
The golden contract. What does that comprise of? So you get money. Do you get a belt with that?
No, but I did get his belt for my last fight because he had a belt, so I won his belt off him. Yeah. So you get paid for every fight. I got the belt, so now I've got a deal with a leading boxing promoter. Okay. I haven't spoken to MTK about what's next. I've been chilling since, so I'm still relaxing, and I'll be ready to speak to them in the next few weeks, I guess.
Yeah, because you don't want to. When was your last fight? Did you say?
September the 30th.
Yeah.
So 3.5 months ago.
Yeah. Not that. It's not that long. You're not going to be really suffering from any ring rust, but you probably want to get in there at some point, innit? Don't let it for like a year or whatever. And then
April, May, I'll be ready. April, May.
Have you got anyone in mind?
Nah, I don't really, to be honest. I don't hate anyone. I'm just.
No, you don't need to hate anyone to fight them. Otherwise, you just wouldn't fight. You don't hate everyone, innit?
Yeah, there's no one that I dislike. There's no one that I really want to fight. I don't think about these guys. I just wait until they give me a name, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it.
And so, what are you thinking about? Because right now, the lightweight category is litty. I love it. It's my favorite weight class at the minute. Because of what we saw, we've got the Garcias, we've got the Tanks, we've got the Haneys, we got Shakur Stevenson. He may step up, like he's like 130, but kind of like put him in that super feather, like get into there, like hopefully he does come into the lightweight cap. What do you think about what happened? What was your prediction? I should have got your prediction of Garcia and Campbell. What was your? Did you predict?
If you asked me before the fight, I would have said Campbell based on his experience.
Would you
based on he's been a lot more active than what Ryan Garcia's had. He's fought a lot harder opposition than what Ryan Garcia has. Ryan Garcia, we didn't know much about him. He was not as experienced. So I would have said Campbell. But what Ryan Garcia done, he shocked everyone, and he's proved that he's on world level. He's ready to take over the world.
Yeah, because he got knocked down, and I was going. So my prediction was that it was going to be a Garcia win. At first, I was like, it's going to go to points, and then I thought to myself, now maybe it might be a KO. But at some point, Campbell's going to take the knee and get a knee count. Well, I didn't think he was going to get the knee and then like get counted out, but my analytical skills, they're getting better and better. I duppy enough of these lot now. I duppy Tunde, I duppy Spencer and all of that. Like they get their ones wrong now. Since I come in, look, when they watch this, they're going to be like, oh yeah, Chann. Or if you go on the channel and watch my last like 4 fights prediction, bang on. Even the Pulev and AJ, I was like, I said it's going to be around 9 or 10 knockout, and it was around 9. Got it, bang on. But hey, you have to hone your craft. So, wouldn't you be up for fighting? Like, who would you like to see next then fight in use lots of weight caps? Because they're saying like Garcia, Tank, Garcia, Haney, and Teofimo Lopez. Who would you line them not up with? Who would you want to see them not fight? Because effectively, these could be your future. Like you could be fighting them.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really care about them. They're not in my weight class now. I don't really care about them.
Oh, yeah, you're out. Yeah, you're 140. Yeah, well, you might get Teofimo because he might move up. But what do you think about what's happening with them? No, you don't think about it at all.
They're making a lot of money.
Yeah, and then you could be next.
Yeah, I don't need them to make money. But
no, you do. You don't need them. But if the fight of Teofimo Lopez was posed to you, you should take the fight because he can bang.
So can I can bang as well. So
yeah, you can bang as well.
I'll take the fight against. I'll take the fight against anyone. They offer me a fight. I say, yeah. You send me the fight, and yeah, just don't care about who I'm up against. A fight, like to me, a fight's a fight. I'm on that level now. I'm going up to world level, so I've got to fight. I've got to fight these guys eventually.
Yeah, and these are going to be. But the thing is, right? So you're 140, but naturally, because you're like 28, you're probably going to be 29 this year, right?
Yeah, next month. Yeah.
Oh, next month. Cool. Naturally, they're probably going to be welters, good welters.
Yeah.
So they'll probably go past you in a weight cap. Can you see yourself going to welterweight 147?
The price is right. You get anything for the right money.
So you can get yourself to 147 because obviously when you walk around, walking around weight must be about 150 anyway.
Yeah, I walk around like 149. So, but I make 140 very easily. So I can make this weight for the rest of my boxing career if I wanted to. So if I went up, it would be for certain reasons.
Yeah, like you said, for the price is right, and maybe you might actually get to fight some of these cats, like as you being an older and them coming up, maybe like 20. They're going to be like 25. You got to get in there real quick. Like I'm looking forward to see what your next fight is, and then obviously we'll do some predictions and stuff, but as well for some future fights. But definitely going to chop it up with you sooner rather than later. Like, let me know what you're up to. Anyway, I'll watch. Let me know what you're up to. And don't live it up too much till you're one of them bare belly man them on the settee with your crisp in your hand. Yeah.
Definitely. I'm always in the gym, hard work, dedication.
Yeah, hard work, dedication, and keep up with your Spanish. Es muy importante para ti, sí? Yeah.
Wow.
Very important.
Tú hablas español muy bien.
Sí, gracias. Es preciada. So make sure you keep up with that. If you need any tips on that, by the way, I can help you.
Yeah, I will. I will need a few tips eventually. Yeah.
Holler at me. But thank you for taking time out. Thank you for catching up on Come Box with Chann. Massively appreciated. Oh, that's your name, innit? Oh. So we'll catch up. Guys, we'll give a virtual round of applause for Ohara Davies. Thanks a lot. Have a good Sunday. All right.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Chann.
Yeah, no worries. You're welcome. Thanks for taking time out.
It's okay. Peace.
See you later.
Yeah.